Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and it is day 12 of the 13 days of Halloween toy reviews featuring all things slime. And yeah, it's time for another retro toy rewind. We can't have a slime toy countdown without talking about this one. This is the Masters of the Universe Evil Horde Slime Pit. Haha! You guys know me. I'm a huge fan of the vintage Masters of the Universe toy line, one of my favorite properties, and this playset right here has always been one of my absolute favorites. So we are going to give it a proper video. First things first, let's talk about this box, because this is one thing that Masters of the Universe did amazingly well. Beautiful, fully painted box art. I adore this. Have you ever really looked at the scene on this? There's some really crazy stuff going on here. We've got the Horde Slime Pit here, which is awesome. You can see Hordak kind of standing behind it. He's dumping slime down on Beastman because, you know, Skeletor's evil warriors are also the enemy of the Horde, not just He-Man and his crew. Very, very cool. Of course, we've got the obligatory kid reaction to the slime down here, which is always awesome. But look back here in the background. I just love the details. We've got like these ruins back here, like these kind of Roman columns. You can see kind of this little column temple type thing back here. We've got statues on the ground. I mean, it's really kind of cool just looking at the background back there. A lot of really great details. And of course, it is noted on here that slime compound is included. That classic Mattel slime. If you guys rewind back at the beginning of my countdown, you remember I looked at Mattel's Slime Monster game, which came out in the late 70s. You guys notice that's the same logo right there. That was Mattel's official slime logo. So pretty cool to see it stamped right there on the Masters of the Universe box. If we rotate this around to the back side, we got some really cool drawings on here. You can see we got Beastman action figure in the slime pit. He's trapped in there, and I love the little scenes. Look at this. Over here is great. Hordak leads his captives to the gruesome goop. I love how it's a mixture of heroic and evil warriors all tied together in like a big circle. That's great. Modulok and Mantenna are helping Beastman into the slime pit. And then over here, this is great. The instructions for using it are done with drawings of the actual action figures, which is really cool. So fill the head with the awful ooze, then tilt it forward. Slime coats the warrior, turning him into a slime monster. Yuck! And then down here at the bottom, you say the slime monster goes forward to do the bidding of Hordak. So that was kind of the whole deal behind this. Hordak was sliming people, which basically turned them into zombies for him. They would do his bidding. So there we go. The box art is awesome. And one final thing. We gotta note the warning. Of course, not for use with Flocked or battery-powered Masters of the Universe toys. It was a big deal. Always said make sure not to use this with Mossman or Grizzlor, since they had flocked fur and everything. You don't want to ruin that with your slime. But the box is amazing on this, but the toy inside is even more fun, so let's get it out and play with it. Alright, my friends, here we go. Here is the Evil Horde Slime Pit outside of the packaging. Really, really fun playset. I can't wait to get into this and show you guys how it works. Of course, every single slime pit came packaged with its own canister of Evil Horde slime, which is very, very cool. You can see the great label on here. Man, they really had a thing about sliming Beastman, didn't they? He was just getting slimed all over the box. He's getting slimed on the canisters of slime. It's great. But yeah, look at that slime compound. Keep slime in its own can or it will dry up. Well, unfortunately, guys, it is dried up and gone. This is an empty canister, but you know what? The good news is that I do have my backup slime, which has really come in handy through all my slime videos. I got this stuff from the Dollar Tree. This is really, really great slime. So you know what? I'm actually going to make it official here, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it in my Evil Horde canister. Oh, look at that. Yeah. By the way, I love how the canister has got Hordak's head and printed on it. That's great. All right, so let's move that off to the side. And before we start having some fun, let's take a closer look at our slime pit here. Really, really fun design. I like how it kind of has that column type look to it too. I pointed that out on the box art, and I would assume that's why that kind of style was included on the box art, because that's kind of how this looks. But I love the brick wall here. We got Hordak's head on there. I always loved how it's like a dinosaur skull, basically, up here at the top. Dinosaur or dragon, maybe. And you have this hand on the side that's kind of grasping around the side, and then the other hand is down here on the lower portion, because that works as the trap on the bottom of the pit. So just a really, really fun design overall. Flip it around to the back here. You can see this is our lever. See, so that's what raises the hand up to kind of trap our victims in place so that they can't run away or escape. It's just kind of hollowed out on the back. And then up here at the top, we've got the little handle here, which allows us to tilt the head forwards, which is how the slime's going to run down. We fill the slime up in the top. We can just remove the top of the dome, and we pour the slime in. And then that is when we're going to run it down on our victims. So, very basic stuff. Really, really fun looking toy. Now, let's see it in action. So, we got to bring Hordak in here, right? Because this is his evil trap. Hordak is ready for whatever stands in his way. But, uh-oh, here comes the most powerful man in the universe. All right, Hordak, there is no chance of you ever getting me in your nefarious slime pits. I will stop you. Oops, sorry. Mosquito just came in and got awesome all over the place. Woo! All right, Mosquitor, put this bumbling fool in the slime pit. Oh, you're in for it now, He-Man. You're in for it now. We got to unarm him. Boom, here we go. In the slime pit he goes. So this is the part right here where we can raise this up. Oh, the hand traps him in place just like so. Very, very cool. All right. Now comes the fun part. Now we get our slime in here. So this is a little tricky. You want to make sure that you don't accidentally tilt it forward before you're ready to tilt it forward. You can see it's very easy to kind of move. So pull that top off, kind of hold it in place, and then we'll dip our slime in. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that bright green slime is so, so wonderful. So I'm just going to put it all up in there. There we go. Uh-oh, running out. There we go. All right, so you can see how it kind of sits in there. Just like that. I'm going to put our lid back on the top of the skull there. Alrighty. And this is great too. Oh, what a great shot right there. Look at that, my friends. That is so cool. Alright, we're going to stand everybody over here. Get ready for action. Here we go. Let's get... Oh, you can see that slime is ready to ooze out. Are you guys ready for this? Are you ready to see the slime pit ooze down on He-Man? Here we go. Oh, yeah. Sorry, He-Man. You are now going to work for Hordak. Look at that. That is so, so glorious. Mosquitor watches on in delight. You have been defeated, He-Man. Oh man, this stuff works just amazing. Hey, seriously, this tire ooze from the Dollar Tree, perfect replacement slime for your slime pit or any of your other toys that utilize slime. I've really, really had a lot of success with that. But yeah, look at this. Man, I've always loved the way the slime just kind of goops down over the figures. This is why this was my favorite slime toy as a kid. I just always thought this was so, so amazing. So there you go. That is how it works. And you know what? You can have a lot of fun sliming toys. I always thought it was really fun sliming figures like Spike-Or because of their design. So you know what? Let's go ahead and slime some Spike-Or while we're at it. So there you go, my friends. There is a look at the vintage Masters of the Universe Evil Horde Slime Pit from Mattel. One of my all-time favorite playsets and one of the most satisfying slime toys out there. Definitely track this one down if you have the opportunity to do so, especially since you can still find some really great ooze that works awesomely in this particular playset. Hey guys, don't forget, I am checking out a new slime toy every single day from now through Halloween. So definitely be sure to check out all of my other slime toy reviews that I've been posting and hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on a video. Until next time, my friends.